it's Anna with Calliope's Quest. I am introducing you today to Sara Garrigan. She's the Executive Director of Watermelon Mountain Ranch Animal Center. Sara has been the Executive Director of this nonprofit for about 5 years now and has done a few other jobs within the nonprofit prior to that. She says she really enjoys her work and being able to make a difference in the lives of the animals that come into the shelter, as well as collaborate with all of the other nonprofits that work with the animal center. Sara is interested in sharing her message as well as showing young girls that this is even a position. She says herself that she had no idea that this even existed when she was looking at what careers to have and what courses to take during her college years, but that this is definitely something that she would encourage young girls to jump into, and she would encourage you to do that by volunteering. Just find a nonprofit that you think you might be interested in and go volunteer. Volunteer in all the different positions and just see what it's like and what you think about it. Without further ado, here is Sara Garrigan.
Alright, so can you start by telling me your name and your credentials and what you do?
Yes. So I'm Sara Garrigan. I'm the Executive Director with Watermelon Mountain Ranch Animal Center. We are New Mexico's largest no-kill animal shelter. And this is Lexi Bunny.
Hello, Lexi.
She's just a goofball. Sometimes she's got a smile like a joker.
Oh, goodness.
Like her little corners turn up. Oh, yeah, my new mama girl.
That's fun.
Cool girl.
And tell me a little bit about Watermelon Mountain Ranch itself.
Yeah. So we are New Mexico's largest no-kill animal shelter. Our main base is in northern Rio Rancho. We have 10 acres there, and then we have adoption centers located throughout the Albuquerque metro area. We've been around. We've officially incorporated in 2002, and since we opened, we've helped save the lives of over 150,000 dogs and cats that have come through our gates.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Well, where do the dogs and cats usually come from?
We worked really hard to build municipal partnerships with rescues all across the Southwest. As of right now, we work with Carlsbad, Aztec, Alamogordo, Espanola. We've actually started pulling dogs from Farwell, Texas, Sunland, and recently also a few from Chihuahua, Mexico have crossed the border and
wow.
and been transferred up to us as well.
Okay.
The pet overpopulation problem is everywhere.
Wow. Sounds like it. Did you always want to be an executive director of a nonprofit?
No, I didn't. I didn't realize that was actually a job when I was younger. But it is one of the best things that's ever happened. So it's opened so many doors that never would have opened otherwise. I've been able to meet with senators and congressmen and city councilors and sit down in meetings with sheriffs of multiple municipalities and really be able to talk about our mission and really work on trying to make a difference in the lives of homeless pets in the area. And it's an amazing job, but it's not anything I ever would have guessed. For me, back in high school, this wasn't a job I would have seen. But I'm very fortunate to have been able to work up to it and learn from some amazing women on how to do it.
So how did you get into this space then?
I was a banquet manager for years, working with a lot of different groups, and Watermelon ended up coming to me to do their big gala. So I did their big gala for a couple years, and from there I learned a lot about their mission by working with them. After I left the hotel, I reached out just to volunteer, to be an event coordinator for them if they ever needed it as a volunteer, just because I really respected everything that Watermelon did. And they welcomed me with open arms. I started off very part-time doing admin stuff and clerical stuff, and then volunteer coordinator, then marketing, and when my predecessor stepped down, I was offered the director position, and I couldn't say no. This is one of the coolest jobs I've ever had.
Very nice.
Yeah, what do you think?
So who helped you choose this career? You just kind of got into that space, or?
Well, once I saw all the options and I saw what kind of work Watermelon really did and the changes they made in the lives of people and in the lives of the animals, it was something I really wanted to be a bigger part of. I wanted to be able to do more. I wanted to be able to showcase the mission and what we're doing, because before I came on board, we didn't have a really big social media presence, or a digital presence. It was very very old school. And when I came on board, it's let's get on Facebook more. Why aren't we posting that someone stole our dog food? Why we need fosters? We should post that. Like, we need to do this. And so being able to make that difference and really getting out there in front of the public was amazing. And it's something that now, if I ever left the ranch, I would still greatly want to be a nonprofit. Nonprofits are really making a difference all across the board, and it's work that I wouldn't be able to avoid anymore. Like, I would actively search out to work for a nonprofit.
Part of you now.
Yes. Yes.
So did you have any extra education or special schooling to be able to work either in the nonprofit world itself or with the animals?
So in my case, no. A lot of my experience was just real world experience, working with the public in social sectors, doing a lot of learning as I go. I've been very fortunate with the ranch that our founder has been a great mentor. She's really taken me under her wing in learning how to deal with the politics and doing the business of the business. And I've been very fortunate to be able to look up to a lot of actual other women that have been where I was, and to be able to see what to do, but also maybe what not to do in dealing with how some of the stuff works out. But there are great classes out there for social media management, for marketing, for nonprofit business, and I think that if I had known this is where I wanted to end up, I definitely would have gotten more schooling for it. But like a lot of my friends, we didn't know what we wanted to be when we grew up, so it was some business classes and then some accounting classes. And do I want to be a CPA? Ooh, no, I don't like math that much. And so it was a lot of trying to figure out what was going to be the best fit for me.
Yeah, test the waters in there.
Yes.
So what advice would you have for young girls who might be interested in this line of work?
Go out and volunteer. If nonprofits always need help, find that niche. If you love animals, a shelter is a great place to volunteer, so you can see all the different jobs that are available. Everything from a volunteer coordinator to a foster program coordinator to working in the kennels to being a veterinary assistant. There are so many jobs out there that just volunteering in a nonprofit, you could see all these different doors. I have a girlfriend that works for Rotor Food Bank, and she's been working her way up the ranks for years in community relations, and really, putting it out there to do the best that she can to help the people in need. And volunteering, you get to see it. You get to see all these jobs that don't make the front page, that they are not forefront and center, but they're the ones that are making it work. They're the ones keeping it all together.
Keeping everything afloat.
Doing head scratches for her.
She's like, just keep me happy, I'm good. So what do you like most about this career?
That I get to make a difference. That it's, even though it can be exhausting and there's long hours and long days, and we get to see a lot of negative, I also get to do this. And I get to sit with puppies and cats, and I get to take them to humane education classes, and it's seeing kids understand why spay and neuter are so important, or why microchipping is so important, or why animals should be treated as members of the family, is they can take that home and maybe make a difference in their own families. That the dog shouldn't be on a chain in a backyard, that they shouldn't declaw a cat, that those are big things to be able to teach kids about and really make a difference in animals' lives. That even if it's just one, even if it's just one that gets to spend a couple extra days in the house, or just one that gets off a chain, that's making a difference.
Very much so. Well, what would you say is the greatest challenge about this career?
Being able to not let the negative affect me all the time, because it's the abuse and neglect that humans are capable of for animals is astounding. Animals are one of the most gentle beings. A dog will love you no matter who you are. It doesn't matter what kind of day you've had or what kind of person you can be. An animal has unconditional love. And to see that some people abuse that unconditional love and do terrible things, it's hard. It's hard and it's heartbreaking, and there's days where it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to see another dog come in with a broken leg or one with a broken back because someone hit them. But then I have to remember that there are good days, and there's all the animals that we've saved that without us, they wouldn't have made it. There's newbie stuff.
So describe a normal work day.
I don't have normal work days. So my days, as normal as it can be, but my days are very much involved with meeting with my team, making sure that I get them the resources that they need, be it dog food or cat litter or a fundraiser for the dog that's going to be missing a leg or a dog that might need a little extra medical care. Lots of communication with our founder. Our founder is still very, very involved in everything that we do. So it's meetings with her or meetings with the public to ensure that our animals are being taken care of. Lots of emails, lots of social media, lots of digital-based, getting new fundraisers up, getting email marketing blasts up, and then organizing with my amazing foster team for events for the weekend. Events so dogs like Lexi Buddy can get seen and find their forever homes. And then arranging those transports from the municipal shelters to make sure that we're continuing our mission of saving as many lives as possible.
It's a lot of pieces in there.
Yeah.
So what has happened on the most exciting day in your career so far?
One of the most exciting days for me was when I got to see our impact. We do the fur ball. It's our big dinner dancing gala every year. And one of the first years, I found out that I got to do the opening address and welcome Steve Stucker to the stage. And being able to see how many people have adopted from us, how many are donors, how many are volunteers, and seeing all these hands line up, to see all the alumni dogs that were brought to the event, just to really finally get to see the impact. Well, yeah, I get to see the dogs get adopted all the time, and the cats too, but just seeing the impact, to see that these are all the people we are reaching on a regular basis it's very humbling to know that the little bit of work we're doing and these couple dogs that we got out this weekend, it really makes an impact on a much greater scale, and seeing that's kind of awesome.
Very much so. All right, talk to me a little bit about how this career works with the home life that you want to have.
So I'm super fortunate that I have family and friends that are extremely supportive of everything that I'm doing. And not only that, I have a boss that's very understanding that I do have kids and I do have a family life. And I have a 10-year-old and a 3-year-old that need my attention too. So I have a husband that understands that sometimes I have late nights, or sometimes my phone doesn't stop going off because a foster dog escaped or a cat needs medical care. So he's been amazing that he puts up with all of this on a regular basis. My sons have pretty much been brought up in the shelter system. I've been at the ranch for almost 5 years now. So most of my oldest son's memories is dogs in and out of the house, and puppies, and cats, and going to work with mom, and having to go to adoption events and help out. And my youngest, that's all I had him at work at 8 weeks old in a carrier or in a stroller working at one of our stores. So it's hard to find that balance, but my family makes it possible. My in-laws come and help at adoption events. My nephew hangs out with me regularly. I have friends that help me with foster care or doing fundraisers, or it's an amazing community to be in because animals seem to draw people together. All my friends have dogs and cats, and a lot of my friends have adopted from me. And it breeds an amazing community of people that really want to do everything they can to save as many lives as possible. So I've been super fortunate. Not everyone is as fortunate as I am to be able to have a job that can be very understanding of, hey, my kid's sick, I need to work from home. Or during my maternity leave, I was fortunate. I got paid maternity leave because I was working from home, but I had the support from my founder and from our team that I was able to do it. And I was very fortunate that I've been able to have my kids and my family life and a job I really enjoy.
Yeah, put all of those things together is amazing. So the next question is, do you feel appropriately financially compensated for the work you do?
It's a very tricky question because, yeah, I would love to be a millionaire and be racking in all the funds. But in this position, the money isn't what's most important.
Right.
I'm doing this for the love of the animals. I'm doing this because I get to make a difference in their lives. And I get to make a difference in their humans' lives too. Because some people have been looking for a service animal, or for the dog for their children, or they're empty nesters, and this is really what they need to get out and get moving again, to be going out on walks, and it's good for their health as well as the animals. So for me, it's not about the money. It's about that I get to make a difference. And well, yeah, like I said, I would love to be a millionaire, but for now I'm okay with just having a job, having a career that I love, and maybe the money will come later. Or
all those other intangible benefits.
Or maybe the money won't come later, and instead I get paid. Hey, you get paid in puppy kisses. I'll just get paid in puppy kisses, and that'll be totally fine too.
Good to go.
Yeah. You're paying me hardy today. Thank you, good girl.